You ain't outside.
We gon' get it up. We gon' go hard, dog. We don't get enough. Put it on my God, shorty bad. Oh my God. This ain't no facade. Park that thing in her garage. Henny got me leaning like a kickstand. Think I took too much, I could withstand. The way I put this shit together, can't nobody do it better. Beat them janky moves, but you thought that you was clever. But we gon' solve it later, now let's get this paper. Cause we ain't worried about shit, now let's get this paper. Shawty say I'm too much, fam, them too tough. When you get them blues up, then you make them rules up. Whoa!
Yo, 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 what it do, world? Welcome to a whole nother new episode of You Ain't Outside Podcast, hosted by your boy, back at it, get to it, as always, being thankful and grateful for everything, So yeah, other than that, y'all know how I always do it, and how I always start the podcast and whatnot, so yeah, so my first question of the podcast is, it's my healthy topic and whatnot, so I just want to talk about the physical, so my question is, would you do a job that's free? See me, if it's something that I love to do in a field that I love, I would do it for free just so I can get my foot in and take it to a whole nother level. Certain jobs, you need to be paid, because honestly, you might not want to be in that field, but so you gotta get paid something. So it gotta be some kind of incentive to make you want to do it, so. But ultimately, the goal is to get paid for whatever it is that you're trying to do. But if it's something that I love, I can start off doing it for free. And then, eventually, like I said, learn my way up and build my way up and, and just take it to a whole nother level. So basically what I'm talking about are internships, These are opportunities that can help build you to a whole nother stratosphere, and these are things that a lot of our greats had to go through in certain fields for them to be the icon that they are now, so some have, some haven't, so I believe an internship is a great opportunity. So like I said, it's a great opportunity to get your foot in the door, learn what you need to learn, and just continue to build on the learning process. We never too old to stop learning, so just keep learning, keep doing what you're trying to do, and everything else will be all right. Yeah, man, new music. So first and foremost, I want to start off with the singles. You got Gunna Just Say That, J.I.D. and Baby Kia on McCafe. Young Nudie dropped What's Happening featuring featuring Lotto and Coop. Baby Chief Do It dropped Mr. President. Big X the Plug and Ella Langley dropped Hell at Night. Lil Yachty dropped I Need Meds. Sheff G dropped Grind 4. Chucky and Rob 49 dropped Black. Bryson Tiller dropped First Place. Mozzy and Hunxho dropped All I Got. Buddy and Guap Dead 4000 dropped None Ya. And Damani dropped I Want You featuring K Camp. But other than that, I have some new projects that dropped too. So J.I.D. dropped this project, God Does Like Ugly. Gunna dropped The Last One. Young Nudie dropped Paradise. Mozzy got that Intrusive Thoughts too, so make sure y'all go check that out. DJ Premier and Rock Marciano dropped The Coldest Profession. DJ Chose dropped Growth in Motion 5. Make sure y'all go check out those joints. Let me know what y'all think about them. But other than that, I believe Bryson Tiller dropped his project called Solace and the Vices. So yep, go check that out. Yep, Giveon dropped Beloved. You know, Sasha Keeble dropped Act Right. And Isaiah Huron dropped Concubania. Yep, Concubania, I believe. Yeah, but go check out those projects. You know what I mean? Some words, some people names I might got right, might got wrong, but you know, all totality, go check them joints out. You know, great music's been dropping. You know, all this year. I'm talking about from the lowest of artists to the highest of artists. You know, everybody been dropping great product. You know, so in its different substance. You know, less on the killing, more on the winning. You know, and the emotions and different things that we go through in life. You know, so yep, that's all I got for the entertainment part of the podcast. Yeah, man, so I got those MLB Power Rankings like y'all know how I always do. So first and foremost, I'm going to start out with number 5. I have the Detroit Tigers. Coming in at 4, I have the LA Dodgers. Coming in at 3, I have the Toronto Blue Jays. Coming in at 2, I have the Philadelphia Phillies, and coming in at 1, I have the Milwaukee Brewers. So yeah, that's my top 5 of the power rankings. So far, you know, like I said, it changes week to week, and I'm just keep y'all updated, posted on that. But WNBA power rankings. But yep, other than
Here
that,
are the standings for the WNBA from the current season.
so let's get into those women's the basketball WNBA. So starting out at 5, I have the Las Vegas Aces. At 4, I have the Phoenix Mercury. At 3, I have the Atlanta Dream. At 2, the New York Liberty. And at 1, the Minnesota Lynx. So yeah, that's my top 5 of the power rankings for the women. But yeah, other than that, we had good news as far as the entertainment and the sports field. So you got ESPN and WWE coming into collaboration with each other, and they're doing great things. You know, they just started it, and I can't wait to see what happens with it. You know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big and great situation that goes on with it, because these two are maybe the 2 top entertainment fields in the world. You know, so yeah, so I can't wait to look forward to that. Other than that, we have NFL preseason. So you know what that means? A couple weeks, it's showtime. Football is right. It's already here. We in preseason, but the regular season, we almost here. So pick y'all teams. Who y'all think gonna win the Super Bowl? We're gonna get. I'm gonna do that later on, maybe in about a week or two. So everybody pick their teams, and y'all see who's gonna win the Super Bowl. But other than that, that's the sports part of the podcast. Yeah, so that's my off the dome segment. You know, where I speak my mind and whatnot. You know, so like earlier, I was just talking about internships and being able to do something that you love for free, so you can get to where you want to be and eventually start getting paid for it. But it's something that you love. So I say all that to say, don't be money hungry. Build your the opportunity. You know, build relationships. It ain't always about the money. You know, you're gonna get the money. You know, you just gotta be able to, like I said, do things that you love, because if you love it, you know, you can kind of deal with more things that's going on. You know, and but sometimes, you know, it's like I said, it's different strokes from different folks. You know, so you know, if you money hungry, I ain't mad at you. You know, but all I'm just saying is, you know, just try to do something that you love to do, so you can be happy about it. You know, it can be fulfillment. But other than that, thank you for tuning in to You Ain't Outside podcast, hosted by your boy And like I always say, man, if you ain't outside, where you at?
Don't get it up. We gon' go hard, dog. We don't get enough. Put it on my God, shorty bad. Oh my God. This ain't no facade. Park that thing in her garage. And it got me leaning like a kickstand. Think I took too much, I could withstand. The way I put this shit together, can't nobody do it better. Peep them janky moves, but you thought that you was clever. But we gon' solve it later. Now let's get this paper. Cause we ain't worried about shit. Now let's get this paper. Shawty say I'm too much, fam, them too tough. When you get them blues up, then you make them rules up. Whoa.